All right, this is going to be a lot of hip opening today. We're going to take things toward bird of paradise. So a lot of work to the hips, the inner thighs, the hamstrings in particular. Keep that in mind. This is an aggressive standing balance pose with a bind of one leg as though you're doing an upright standing split. So work things as best you can. I'll show you a second variation to back off from this if you need to. If you're having any trouble standing on one foot, if your hips are just too damn tight today, we'll do as much as we can to open the hips before we get to the pose, however. So once we come into this, and this is my demonstration, every sequence will lead you to the front of the mat, and once we come to the main part of the flow. From here, as usual, we're going to take this from a wide-legged forward fold. So basically, you're going to have your hands down, feet out wider than your hips. Keep the knees bent here to start so you're not cranking to the hamstrings right away, and just keep your hips up high. Now, to take the full bind, you're going to reach one arm between your legs. I'm going to reach my right arm between my legs, wrap around the right thigh, palm up behind. My left hand comes around for the grip, and be sure you've got a full grip with the hands together. So none of this stuff where you're just barely holding on with a couple pairs of fingertips. That's not going to cut it, all right? If that's where you're at, that's fine. Just take the second variation. So from here, if you actually have that full bind, keep the thigh pulled in, keep your hips high, and we're going to walk this first. So you're going to step one foot back, and then the other, and then step forward, and that's going to see that your hips actually open, that you can hold on to that bind. And then from here, you're going to bring your base foot underneath you. So my right leg's bound, my base leg is my left leg. I'm going to step that left foot into center, and then put the deep bend into the base knee, lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up, and look forward. Treat this like you're lifting a heavy box, especially if your hips are tight. As you look forward, slowly, with an inhale, bring your torso upright, and bring that bound leg up with you. Keep it holding close the whole time. Now you can bend into the standing knee, and that will help you to back off from this a little bit, but try to get your torso up to vertical, open up your chest, keep the shoulders pulled back, and keep that thigh pulled in close. If you can take it even further, the very last step is extending the lifted leg. Work it as best you can, see how far you can take this, and then when you come back down, try to take it slow. And to set your foot down to the floor, bring it down with control into that forward fold. And just feel that out. Now, if the balance is too tough, if your hips are just too tight today, that's fine. Back off from it like this. So you're going to come into that forward fold, and rather than binding your legs, you're just going to reach wide. So I'm going to still lift my right leg, but with my right arm in contact with my right shin. Let the arm slide, and that's fine. Just keep pressing that leg and keep the knee to the side. And then all the steps are the same. So you're going to step this back, and then step forward. And then again, left foot comes to center, that's my base foot. Bend deeper to that base knee, lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up, and look forward. Go slow with an inhale, lift your torso, and bring your leg up with you, and just keep your arm in contact with the leg the whole time. Go ahead, press that knee out to the side. Keep yourself up tall. You can bend into the standing knee, keep in mind. And then just like with the bound leg, when you bring this down, move slowly, and release with control. Come back to your forward fold. And from there, we'll take it into the Vinyasa, and we'll move into the rest of the sequence. So just keep all that in mind. That is where we are taking things today. So to get things started, go ahead, bring yourself to an upright seat. And we're going to begin this in Baddha Konasana. So that's soles fit together, knees out wide. And just to loosen things up before we do anything else, just keep your feet together, keep the knees wide like this. Set the hands down outside your hips. Press into your palms, lift your seat up off the floor. And with your feet pressing together, just move forward and back. And just feel this out from here. So still try to pull the knees out to the sides as aggressively as you can. And then go ahead and set yourself down. Now once you set yourself down, see that you can actually maintain an upright seat. So you want to be able to use your core to tip your pelvis forward. And if you have to round your spine, or if you're leaning too far forward from you, just slide the feet away from you a little bit. And that'll help you tilt the pelvis. But hold on to that engagement through your midsection, through the belly, around the low ribs to hold your spine upright. And then bring your hands down to your sides, just fingertips down to keep yourself stable. Relax your shoulders down, keep your spine nice and long. So reach the top of the head toward the ceiling, draw your chin in just a bit, and then just close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pulling as much as you can, fill up your lungs, hold on to all that breath at the top. And when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat, so slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, you take a deep inhale. When you exhale, just open your eyes. And just go slow with an inhale. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. And then just keep your hands down and twist over to the right. Right hand behind you, left arm outside the right thigh. And sit up tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your right shoulder. Still keep the knees out wide. Take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, just turn through center. Left hand behind, right arm outside your left leg. Sit up tall, look back over the left shoulder. And keep the right knee pulled out wide. Take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, release. Turn through center, right hand behind, left arm outside the right thigh. Again, sit up tall. Crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over the right shoulder. Try to extend up higher and twist further. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release this. Turn through center, come over to the left again, left hand behind. Right arm outside the left thigh, and again, reach the top of your head toward the ceiling. Extend up higher, twist a little bit further to the side. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, one more round. Right hand down behind, left arm outside the right thigh, and again, sit up tall. Crown of the head toward the ceiling, hold your twist, keep the right shoulder pulled back. And then keep your twist and keep everything in place. Just turn your head and look over your left shoulder. You're trying to look toward your left knee. Now keep the toes of both feet curled. Keep your legs tensed. And then as you hold your twist, I want you to work to pulse the left knee. Now if you're really open and that knee's on the floor, you're going to pulse up. And for most people, if that knee's going to be lifted, you're going to pulse down. So on my count, move that left knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release. Come over to your left side. Left hand behind, right arm outside your left thigh. And again, sit this up tall. Take that twist. Keep your spine long. Pull that left shoulder back. And as you hold the twist, just turn your head. Look over the right shoulder and toward the right knee. And again, we're going to pulse the knee here. Now keep the toes of both feet curled. Keep your legs tensed. And whether you're pulsing the knee up and down, take it on my count here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just turn to the center, both hands behind. Now with your hands behind you, just lean back a little bit this time. Turn, open your chest toward the right knee. I'm going to work some internal rotation with your left leg. So I want you to keep your left knee bent but set it flat. Just keep the right leg as is. Curl the toes of your left foot up. And then as you hold this, just open your chest toward the right knee. Keep your upper body in place. And then squeeze the left knee down toward your right leg as far as you can. And lift back up, set your foot flat. Again, squeeze your left knee down toward the right leg. And then lift back up for 2. Press the left knee down toward the right leg again. Lift up for 3. Bring your left knee down again. Keep your left foot tense. And lift up for 4. Left knee down toward the right leg. Lift up for 5. Left knee down toward the right leg again. And then lift up for 6. Squeeze your left knee down as low as you can. And then lift up for 7. Bring the knee back down again. Keep everything in place. And lift up for 8. Left knee down toward the right leg again. Lift up for 9. And then one more time, squeeze the left knee down toward the right leg. And then go lift back up, turn back to center, find Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees out wide. I want to take this on the other side. So just turn, open up your chest toward the left knee, set the right foot flat and keep the right knee bent. And just keep your body in place, keep everything tense, and just start to work the internal rotation on the right leg. So squeeze the right knee down toward your left leg. And then lift back up. Again, right knee low toward the left leg again. And then lift up for 2. Squeeze the right knee down toward the floor. Lift back up for 3. Right knee down toward your left leg. And then lift up for 4. Squeeze the right knee down again. Lift back up for 5. Right knee down toward the left leg. Keep your chest open toward that left knee and lift your knee up for 6. Bring the right knee down again. And then come back up for 7. Right knee down again. And lift back up for 8. Right knee down toward the left leg again. Lift up for 9. And then squeeze that right knee down one more time. And then lift back up. And then just lean back, set both feet flat in front of you. I'm just turning for the camera here. Keep in mind, hands behind, and just loosely twist and move your knees side to side. And then go ahead, bring this back into center, set both feet flat. And we're going to stretch your chest a little bit and take this a little bit further twisting. So hands down behind you. Now keep your fingertips pointed out to the sides, right and left, but walk the hands back, bend the elbows, and then see about bringing the hands toward each other, toward the midline behind your back. Now grip the floor with your fingers, squeeze your elbows toward each other, push your chest forward. And if you want to take this deeper, you can slide your seat closer to your heels. But keep your shoulders pulled back, keep that stretch across your chest, and keep the arms squeezing toward each other. And then fold your knees to the right with the chest still pulling forward. And then come up through center, bring your knees down to the left side. Through center, over to the right, chest still pulling forward. And then back through center to the left. And then one more time, bring the knees through center over to the right side. Keep gripping the floor with your fingers. If you want to take it further, maybe extend your left leg right. And then set that foot down. Bring your knees through center to the left side one more time. Keep your chest pulling forward. Maybe extend your right leg left. And then bring this back into center. Go ahead, walk your hands forward. And then once you can sit upright and take the weight off your hands, just roll out your shoulders, shake your arms out a little bit. And since we're here, we'll set this up for a reverse tabletop. Feet in front of your hips with distance, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. Now palms down, fingertips rotate as far forward as you can go, and you can always just back off and keep them out to the side. But go ahead, press into your palms, lift your seat up off the floor. And let's go up and down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And then with the exhale, sink down. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, press this up again. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift your hips. With the exhale, lower again. And then with the next inhale, press up high and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezed and keep lifting like this. You can look forward, look up, or hang your head back. Keep pressing your hands, lift your chest up off the floor, and just keep breathing. Dig into your heels. Try to pull them toward your hands to engage more tension through the back line of your body. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring everything down. And then once you're down, just shake your hands out for a moment. Now, when you're ready, just sit this up tall. Take hold of your knees. Squeeze them into your chest. Lean back and find your balance here as you're seated. So just hover your feet up off the floor. Now, pull the thighs in close. Try to close that gap at the hinge of the hips. And just sit this up tall. And then go ahead, release your grip. Arms to your sides. Bring the shins toward parallel with the floor. And then from here, we're going to go back and forth from this position. So we'll take it slow for the first round. So set the right foot on the floor, left leg forward. You can bend the knee. But set your left hand down. Bring the right hand to the left side. Lift up as high as you can. And then set yourself down. Legs back together, come back to boat. And we'll take it side to side. Left foot down, this time right leg forward. Right hand down, left hand comes to the floor across. And then sink back down and come back to boat. And when you extend your leg forward, you can always bend your knee, keep in mind. Right foot down, left leg forward, hands down to the left. Lift up. Set yourself down and bring it back to boat. Left foot down, right leg forward, hands down to the right and lift. Bring yourself down. Legs back together. Right foot down, left leg extended, both hands down to the left. Set yourself down, bring it back to boat. Left foot down, right leg forward, both hands down to the right. Sink down and bring the legs back together. Right foot down, left leg forward, hands down to the left again. Set yourself down, bring it back to boat. Left foot down, right leg forward, hands down to the right. Bring yourself down. Come back to center one more round. Right foot down, left leg forward, hands down to the left. Lift up and hold here. And then set yourself down. Legs together, back to boat. Left foot down, right leg forward, hands down to the right one more time. Lift up and hold here. And then set yourself down. Legs together, back to boat. When you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, just cross with the ankles, come forward, your hands into all fours. And once you take all fours, take a moment here, move around. Now stretch your hands, stretch your fingers with the shoulders and hips, move side to side, just feel things out. And just notice where you loosen, where you tighten. Maybe even shake your legs out a little bit here. And then go ahead, bring this into center. Now keep your hips stacked over your knees and then walk the hands in a bit closer, within one or two hands lengths of your knees. Now flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, point the fingertips toward you. Spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips down, straight arms, press your spine up toward the ceiling. Now keep the hands tense like this, fingertips pressing down. Maybe just stay here and sway the shoulders side to side, and that could be good enough. But then if you want to take things further, rotate one hand at a time. The palms stay open toward the ceiling. Rotate your right hand towards center as far as you can go, and then set it down. Rotate your left hand towards center as well. And then right hand out to the side, and left hand out to the side. And just keep on going back and forth like this, alternating one hand at a time, rotating in and rotating out. Now take it at your own pace, not too fast here, be deliberate. Every time you reset your hand, set it down flat, spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips down. And try to keep your arms straight, at least briefly. Now just give it another couple rounds here. And try to finish this with both hands rotated out to the sides. And then once you find that position, if you want to take this a little bit deeper, keep your arms straight, but then slide the hands in toward each other and maybe bring the wrists in a little bit closer. Now keep your spine lifted up, keep your fingertips pressing down. But if you want to take it further, arms straight, and keep the backs of the hands grounded. See about curling your fingers in toward your palms, and then spread your fingers wide, and just go back and forth like that as much as you can. Don't expect to be able to close fists like this. You might be able to. I can't get close. And just let that stretch move through the backs of the hands, up into the wrists and into the forearms. And then once you're ready, just come up onto the fingertips and bring yourself back into all fours. Now from all fours, reach into the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, this time with the palms down. And rotate each hand, fingertips out to the side, go as far toward the knees as you can on both sides. Now set the hands flat, spread the fingers wide, dig your fingertips down into the mat and grip hard. Keep that grip, press your spine up toward the ceiling. If you want to stay here, maybe just circle your shoulders over your wrists, and that could be good enough. Now, if you want to take it further from here, keep that grip and keep your spine lifted. And then move one leg at a time. So lift your right knee and then bring the right heel forward, outside the right hand as far forward as you can go. And then set that knee back down. And then left heel forward, outside your left hand, and set the knee back down. Right heel forward, up into the right, and bring the knee back to the floor. Bring the left heel forward to the left side, and set the knee down. Right heel forward again, keep gripping with your fingers. And then come back to center. Bring your left heel forward as well. And then both knees down. 2 more rounds. Bring the right heel forward, keep gripping. And then set the knee down. Left heel forward again. And then both knees to the floor. One more time. Try to get that right heel as far forward as you can. And then back to both knees. And then get your left heel as far forward as you can go. And set that knee down. And then just come up onto the fingertips and down onto your heels. Take a moment, shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. All right, once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. And we'll warm this up quite a bit more. Let's take this into a forearm plank. So I want you to bring both forearms down. Now you got the choice here. You can keep the forearms parallel with the palms down or press the palms together, whatever suits you best. Just see that you keep the arms under control and keep the elbows at shoulder width. Now when you're ready, take this into a forearm plank. Step your feet all the way back. Bring your body into line with your feet together, legs squeezing toward each other. Press into your hands, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And as your hands press down, feel the weight all along your forearms. Hold on to that. And we're going to go back and forth, moving one leg at a time. Now pull the right knee forward toward the right shoulder, close as you can go. And then step back. Bring your left knee toward the left shoulder. And then step back. Right knee forward again. Step it back. Left knee forward. And step back. Right knee forward again. Step this back. Bring your left knee forward. And step back. Right knee forward again. Step this back. Bring your left knee forward. And step back. Right knee forward one more time. Hold here for a moment. Step it back, both feet down. Left knee forward one more time. Hold here. And then step it back into your forearm plank. And go bring both knees down. And come back up to all fours. From all fours, take a moment, move around here. And then from all fours, one more thing to warm things up. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips to set this up. Tuck the toes of both feet, and then hover your knees up off the floor. Belly pulled in, hold this. Now as you're ready, pressing your hands, sink your seat back to your heels. And we'll take it slow to begin. Now bring this forward, right foot outside the right hand. And then sink back down to your heels. Step your left foot forward outside the left hand. And then sink back down. Now this time, right foot forward outside the right hand, stay here. Now take it further, lift the right hand, pull the left leg through. And then pull back and sink back down to your heels. Left foot forward outside the left hand. Lift your left hand, pull the right leg through this time. Pull back and then sink this down, back and forth, right foot forward. Pull your left leg through. Pull back and then sink down. Left foot forward, pull your right leg through. Pull back and sink down. Right foot forward, left leg through. Pull back and sink this down. Left foot forward, pull the right leg through. Pull back and sink down. Right foot forward, left leg through. Pull back and sink down. Left foot forward, pull the right leg through. Pull back, sink down. Stay with me here. Right foot forward, pull the left leg through. Pull back and then sink down. Left foot forward, pull the right leg through. Pull back and sink down. One more round. Right foot forward, pull the left leg through. Pull back and sink this down. Left foot forward, right leg through. Pull back, sink back down, and then bring your knees down to the mat. Come back to all fours. And just take a moment here, move around, breathe. Now as you breathe, just stay loose. And you can always just stay here and breathe, take a break, maybe take another stretch. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and bring yourself into downward facing dog. Once you move into position, just take a moment and settle in, move around. And then just take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms down flat, and you want to feel weight toward the base of your thumbs, keep in mind. Sink your chest low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can. And keep that long upward reach. Pull into the belly. Round the low ribs. Use your core to help lengthen your spine and keep pressing the hips high. If your legs are tight, bend the knees, or maybe to even just pedal this out and stay loose. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang. Let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows. Maybe shake this out. And then when you're ready, just release any grip they have. Keep your knees bent to begin and restack your spine. Round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready here, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. And then take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly and release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway. Fingertips to the floor to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrists underneath the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep that lift. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly move your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control all the way to your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's go up and down through low cobras. With an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And now with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body, press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And then work to lift up a little bit higher. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, roll back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides, press the palms to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. With an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stand the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and work to lift your knees. Kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, pull the hips forward and deepen and lengthen the arc through the front. Now lift with the arms, lift with your shoulders, keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. And then take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly, hips up high, back to down dog. Paddle out here, let your hips move side to side. And let's take it to the sun salutation, steady movement. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to stand and reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturangas, next high plank to low. Now with an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. And then with the exhale, pull your belly, hips high to down dog. 2 more rounds like that, keep it steady, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank the lows next. Now with an inhale, open up, draw this forward. And with the exhale, pull back in and lift your hips. 1 last round, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then exhale all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in. And bring your hips back up. Just find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale your left leg high behind you. And then bend your left knee, open up to the scorpion dog. Hang the left foot right, let your body twist. With the next inhale, straighten the left leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, twist, knee to right elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, stay forward like this and stay twisted. Now, we're going to take it from here to fallen triangle. Extend your left leg out to the right, set the foot down, and then drop the right heel. Reach your right arm high. Keep your hips lifted, bring your gaze up high. Now, just hold this here. Keep your hips lifted. If you can hold on to that, maybe lift the left foot up off the floor. Just keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, come back to center. Right hand down, left foot between your hands. And then curl everything in. So weight comes to your left foot, pull the right knee to your chest. And just bring everything down low. So flatten out your torso against your left thigh. Look toward the back of the mat. Reach the crown of the head straight down. And point the right big toe toward the ceiling. We're going to go back and forth with this, trying to get the right leg as high as you can. So with an inhale, extend that right leg all the way up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, curl in. Now once you're down, lean onto your left hand. And with your right hand, reach back for the right foot. Now once you've got that grip, kick into your hand. And then pull down. Draw the right shoulder toward the floor. Work to lift the left knee as high as you can. Now this is going to be open hip with the spine. The higher you lift, the more you'll open up your chest to the right. Just take it to where you can. Keep the crown of the head pointing down. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release both hands down, set your right foot down, and the right foot will be your base. Draw the left knee to your chest. Now when you're ready, take hold of your left knee, and let's bring this all the way upright. Now give yourself a moment once you're up, slow your breathing down, and ground down with the right big toe. Now when you're ready, right hand to your hip, with your left hand, pull your knee out to the side and keep that toes, the left foot pointed down. This is good enough right here, and this could be your pose. If you want to go further, go ahead and reach your right arm down to your side about 45 degrees. Now maybe look down the length of your right arm. Maybe start to lean right and lift that left knee higher. Just take this to where you can actually balance. Just keep breathing. All right, slowly with your next inhale, bring yourself upright if you're leaning. Look forward. Hands to hips, bring that left knee forward. And then slowly step the left foot straight back. We'll take a high lunge stance. So deep into the right knee, left leg towards straight. Give yourself a moment to adjust this. Left heel lifted behind with the left hip pulling forward, right hip pulling back. So be sure the feet on 2 separate tracks so you can keep your hips squared. Now once you're ready, hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together. Keep the shoulders drawn back and keep your chest open. And just keep your gaze forward. Now take it deeper. Lower that left knee just above the floor. And then lift back up. Bring your left knee low just above the floor. Lift back up again. Take it slow. Dip your left knee down. And then lift back up one more time. Sink down. Hover the left knee just above the floor for a moment. And then go ahead and set it all the way down. Now once you're down, flatten your left foot behind you. You're taking this to a kneeling lunge. Shoulders still pulled back. And let's go forward and take this deeper. Now lift your right heel. Press your right knee forward. Pull your left hip forward. Keep the shoulders drawn back. And then set the right heel down and press back up. Again, lift the right heel, press the right knee forward, pull that left hip forward as well. Set the right foot flat and come back to center. One more time, lift the right heel, push the right knee forward. Draw the left hip forward as well. Keep your shoulders pulled back, hold here. And if you can take it deeper, maybe kick into that left foot and try to hover the knee. You can take this where you like. All right, slowly set the right heel down, press back so the hips are stacked over that left knee. Now keep the arms bound if you can. I'm going to take this to a half split setup. So right heel stays down, slide that heel forward and straighten your right leg. Now dig the right heel down, rotate that big toe towards center, and then keep your hips squared. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward still. Now with the arms bound, keep your chest open like this. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, look forward, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. And then with the exhale, hinge forward toward halfway. Inhale, lift this up one more time. Now with the exhale, hinge forward and hold just toward halfway down. Now bend the right knee if you need to, but touch your belly to the right thigh. Try to keep looking forward. If you need to set your hands down for balance, that's fine, but otherwise keep the bind. If you have the bind, maybe press the knuckles toward the ceiling. Just take it where you can. Right hip still pulling back, left hip still pulling forward. Look for the stretch on the back of the right leg and breathe into it. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down inside the right leg. Now when the hands come down flat, go ahead and set the right foot flat as well, but keep that right ankle forward to the right knee. We'll take a lizard lunge variation. Tuck the toes, left foot, lift your left knee, make the stance long and make it wide. Now look at the right foot, curl the toes, and then roll to the outside edge of the right foot, keep that foot tense. Lower your hips, pull your chest forward between your arms. Now you can stay here, you can drop the left knee if you need to, but keep it lifted if you can. And if you can take this further, we're going to work this with the arms and take this toward more of a push-up. Just keep that right knee to the side. So if you're interested, pull the elbows back, sink your chest down low just above the floor. Press back up the straight arms. Again, elbows back, bring your chest down low. And then press this back up. Elbows back, sink your chest down low, keep that right knee out to the side. Lift back up again. One more time, pull the elbows back, sink your chest down low, hold here, keep that right knee to the side, keep breathing. And then when you're ready, just straighten the arms. And set the right foot flat outside the right hand. Now step the left foot forward outside your left hand. That'll bring us to our wide-legged forward fold. And from here, we're going to take it to Bird of Paradise. Now, if you want the full bind, reach your right arm between your legs, wrap around the right thigh, palm behind. Left hand comes around for the full grip. And if you're going to take the other variation, right arm in front of the right shin, left arm high. Now keep your hips high, keep your knees bent, and let's walk this to start. Step your right foot back, left foot back. Right foot forward, and then left foot forward. Now the left foot's your base. Step it into center. Put a deep bend left knee, lift the right heel, and look forward. When you're ready, with an inhale, lift your torso and bring your right knee up with you. Now you can hold a bend in the left knee, but get your spine toward upright. And if you got the bind, keep the right thigh pulled in close. If you're going to extend the leg, it's the last step. If you're reaching wide, just keep in contact with the right shin and press that knee out to the side. Keep breathing here. All right, slowly, let's take it down. Move with control, set the foot down lightly. and release to your forward fold. From that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, set your hands. Let's take it through a vinyasa. And then once you find your down dog, paddle out and breathe. All right, from your down dog, let's take it to the other side. When you're ready, with an inhale, raise your right leg high this time. And then bend the right knee, hang the right foot left, find your scorpion dog. Let your body twist. With the next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow again. Now stay twisted, stay forward like this, and stay lifted. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, fall in triangle. Extend that right leg out to the left. Drop your left heel. Reach your left arm high. Stay lifted. And if you can keep the hips up, maybe lift the right foot up off the floor. Just hold. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, come back to center. Left hand down, right foot between your hands. Right foot is your base. Draw the left knee to your chest. Curl everything in. Now press your torso into the right thigh. Go ahead, bend that right knee. Crown of the head points toward the floor. Look toward the back of the mat and point the left big toe toward the ceiling. Back and forth. Try to get as vertical as you can with that left leg. Inhale that left leg straight up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, curl in one more time. Now lean onto your right hand. You're still folded. With your left hand, reach for your left foot. Once you've got that grip, kick in your hand, pull the left shoulder down to lift that left knee higher. And the further you go with this, the more your chest opens to the left this time. Just take this to where you can. Try to get as vertical as you can. Take an inhale. With the exhale, both hands down, set your left foot down, and the left foot will be your base. Pull the right knee to your chest. Take hold of that right knee, and let's round this all the way up to vertical on this side. Now once you're up, just press in that left big toe, slow your breathing down. And then once you're ready, hands to your hips. With your right hand, pull the right knee out to the side, just keep the toes pointed down. This is good enough right here, but if you want to go further, reach your left arm down at your side about 45 degrees. You can look down the length of your left arm, maybe lean left and lift that right knee higher. And just breathe with us here. Slowly, if you're leaning, bring yourself upright. Hands to hips, bring that right knee forward. You're still balancing. Now just step the right foot straight back, come into your high lunge. And take a moment to set this up. Deep in the left knee, right leg towards straight, right hip forward, left hip back. Keep the hips square to the front. And then bring your hands to your low back. Now find the grip that feels strange. Interlace your fingers. Pull the palms together. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open. And then take it slow. Lower the right knee down. Feel that deeper stretch. And then lift back up. Bring your right knee low just above the floor. And then lift back up again. Right knee low just above the mat. Lift back up one more time. Sink your right knee down low, hover just above the mat. And then set the knee down and flatten the right foot behind you. Just come to a kneeling lunge. Now hips stacked over the right knee here to start. Keep the bind. And let's take it further forward and take it lower. Lift your left heel, press the knee forward, pull your right hip forward. And then set the left heel down, press back. Lift your left heel, press that knee forward, bring your hips forward. Set the left foot flat and press back. One more time, lift your left heel, press the knee forward, pull the right hip forward, hold. Keep your shoulders pulled back. If you want to go deeper, maybe kick into the right foot and hover the right knee up. All right, one more time. Set that left heel down and then press back to that kneeling lunge. Now keep your shoulders pulled back. Take this to a half split setup. Slide the left heel forward. Straighten your left leg. So the heel presses down. Rotate that big toe towards center. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Hips are still squared. Arms are still bound. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips. Lead with your chest. Come down toward halfway. Keep looking forward. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. Exhale, hinge forward again just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge down toward halfway. Inhale, lift this up one more time. And then with the exhale, come into that halfway fold and hold. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. You can always set your hands down if you need to balance. But keep digging to that left heel. Keep your hips squared. And touch your bow to the left eye. You've got to bend the left knee. Breathe with us here. All right, take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release both hands down inside the left leg. Now palms flat, bend the left knee, set that left foot flat as well. Make sure the left ankle's forward, the left knee a little bit. Now tuck the toes to the right foot, lift the right knee. Let's take that lizard lunge variation again. So curl the toes, the left foot up off the floor, keep them curled. Roll the outside edge of the foot and keep the knee out to the side. Sink your hips, pull your chest forward between your arms. This could be good enough and you can stay here. You can drop the right knee if you need to, but keep it lifted if you can. Now, if you can take it further, work this from the arms. Pull the elbows back, sink your chest down low inside that left leg. And then press back up to straight. Elbows back, bring your chest down low. And then lift back up. Keep the toes of your left foot curled. Pull the elbows back, sink your chest down low. And then lift back up again. One more time. Pull the elbows back, sink down low. Try to just hold here for a moment. And then one more time, back up the straight arms. Go ahead and set the left foot flat outside the left hand. Step the right foot forward outside the right. Hips high, head low, keep your knees bent. And we'll take this back to Bird of Paradise. Now this time, you're going to take the full bind. Left arm between your legs, wrap around the left thigh, palm behind. Right hand comes around for that full grip. Otherwise, reach wide. Left arm presses to the left shin, right arm high. Now keep the fold, keep your knees bent, and let's walk it. Step your left foot back, right foot back. Left foot forward and right foot forward. Now to balance, step the right foot to center. That's your base foot. Deep bend to the right knee. Lift your left heel and look forward. Now with an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright and bring the left knee up with you. If you're reaching wide, just keep in contact with that left leg. Press the knee to the side. If you got the bind, try to keep the thigh pulled in close. If you're going to extend the leg again, it's the last step. All right, slowly, let's take it back down. Move with control, set that foot down lightly, and release to your fold, ideally. From that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, set your hands, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, move around here and breathe. All right, we'll take the next sequence. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, twist, knee to right elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow one more time. Hold here. Fallen triangle, left leg extends out to the right. Drop the right heel, reach your right arm high, keep the hips lifted. If you can hold that lift, maybe lift the left foot up as well, but just stay here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, back to center, right hand down, left foot between your hands, low lunge. And then from here, press into the left foot. That's your base. Pull the right knee to chest, curl everything in. Now press the torso into your left thigh. Look toward the back of the mat. Reach the crown of the head toward the floor. Point the right big toe toward the ceiling. And then back and forth. Inhale the right leg up as high as you can go. And then curl back in. Right leg up high. Curl back in. Right leg high. Curl this in again. Right leg high. And then curl in one more time. Now lean onto your right hand. With your left hand, take hold of the right foot. Kick into the left hand, pull down, draw the left shoulder down. Try to point that right knee toward the ceiling. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release both hands down. Set the right foot down. Right foot's your base. Draw the left knee to your chest. Now take hold of your left knee and let's roll this all the way up again. Now slow your breathing down. Ground that right big toe into the floor. And let's take a standing twist. Left hand to your left hip. Right hand outside your left knee. Now pull the left shoulder back, open up your chest to the side, but keep yourself upright. Hold your twist. If you want to take it deeper, you can reach the right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Maybe extend the left leg and maybe reach your left arm back. Just take things to where you can go. Still balancing here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, turn to center, left knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then once you're back at center, open up to the left side, step your left foot back. Let's take this into a straddle stance. Now heels in, toes out, both legs straight. Just take this as wide as your hips allow. And then bring your hands to your low back, palms open, fingers wide, elbows wide, shoulders pull back, keep your chest open. Now take an inhale here. And with the exhale, hinge from the hips, fold down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. With the exhale, keep your gaze forward, come toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. And then with the exhale, hinge forward toward halfway and hold. Now from this position, let's take it back and forth, twisting. Take an inhale. With the exhale, twist left, right hand to your left ankle, pull down low. And then back to center, both hands behind your back. Now twist over to the right, take hold of the right ankle with your left hand and draw down. Back to center with both hands behind. Twist to the left again, draw down toward that left thigh. Bring it back to center with your chest open. And then twist over to the right, draw yourself into the right thigh. And then bring it back up to center. One more time, twist to the left. Now take hold of your left ankle with the right hand, pull down. Be sure your belly's touching your thigh, bend the left knee if you need to. Now draw that left shoulder back, look up toward the ceiling. Slide the left arm all the way across your back to help deepen the twist. And just keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just set the right hand down in the middle of the mat. And then bend into both knees, sink your hips down, and bring your legs into a horse stance. So heels in, toes out, just a wide-legged squat, bring your hips down low. And then when you're ready, bring your torso to upright, both hands together at the right side. Palms to touch, fingers interlace, shoulders pulled back. And we'll go back and forth from here. So put the weight to the right foot, lean right. Left foot steps back and across. Now bring the belly to your right thigh, dip your left knee all the way down. And then push your right foot, step the left foot wide, come back to horse. Again, weight to the right foot, left foot back and across. Belly to your thigh, bring the left knee all the way down. Press into the right foot and step your left foot wide. One more time, weight to the right foot, left foot back and across. Belly to your right thigh, bring the left knee all the way down. And then push into your right foot, step the left foot wide, back to horse. Now this time, bring the weight to your left foot, lean left. And then take this to a figure four. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Now keep the toes of the right foot curled, keep the knee to the side, and then sink into the stance. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, try to take it deeper, and if you can, hinge from the hips and fold as completely as you can over that lifted shin. Shoulders pulled back, try to keep your gaze forward and keep breathing here. All right, now slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself upright. Release the right foot, step this wide back to horse. And then both hands down inside the right leg. Turn to the right side, a quarter turn toward the front. And we'll move to that lizard lunge again. So the right foot's outside your right hand. When you bring that right foot forward if you need to, ankle forward, knee at least a little bit. Curl the toes of the right foot, keep them curled. And roll to the outside edge of the foot, let the knee go to the side. Press in your palms, sink your hips down, pull your chest forward. Keep the left knee lifted if you can, set it down if you need to. And then back and forth, work this from the arms. Pull the elbows back, sink your chest low inside the right leg. Press this back up the straight. Again, elbows in, sink your chest down low. And then press back up. Again, elbows in, bring your chest down low. Press back up the straight. One more time, draw the elbows in, sink low inside the right leg. And then press up one more time. Now right foot sets outside the right hand, bring the left foot forward outside the left. Hips high, head low, keep your knees bent, wide-legged forward fold. We'll take it to bird of paradise again. For the full bind, right arm reaches between your legs, wrap around the right thigh, palm up behind, left hand comes around for that grip. Otherwise, reach wide, right arm in contact with the right shin, left arm high. Now either way, keep the right thigh pulled in close, and then step your right foot back, right foot forward, and left foot forward. Bring the left foot to center, that's your base foot. Deep bend the left knee, lift the right heel, and look forward. With an inhale, slowly bring your torso upright and lift that right knee with you. Now you can always bend that left knee, get the torso toward upright as best you can. If you're going to straighten the right leg with the bind, it's the last step, keep in mind. Otherwise, just keep that knee out to the side. And then take it down slow, land lightly, and again, release to your fold. From your forward fold, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, set your hands, take another vinyasa here. From your down dog, take a moment, pedal out again. And let's even all that out on the other side. When you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, twist, knee to left elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow one more time, stay forward like this. And then fall in triangle, extend that right leg out to the side. Drop your left heel, reach your left arm high, keep your hips lifted. Maybe lift the right foot up as well. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, back to center, left hand down, right foot between your hands. Right foot to your base, pull the left knee in and curl everything down. So press the torso to the right thigh, look toward the back of the mat, crown of the head reaches straight down. Point the left big toe toward the ceiling. Back and forth, extend that left leg up as high as you can. Curl back in. Left leg up high again, and curl back in. Left leg high, curl back in again. Left leg high, curl in one more time. Now lean onto your left hand. Right hand reaches for your left foot. Once you've got that grip, kick into your head, pull the right shoulder down. Lift the left knee as high as you can. Get as vertical as possible here. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down. Left foot comes down. Left foot to your base, right knee to your chest. Take hold of the right knee. Come all the way up to vertical. Now slow your breathing down. Ground into that left big toe. Move into your standing twist when you're ready. Right hand outside your hip. Left hand outside the right knee. Pull the right shoulder back. Open up your chest to the right. Now if you're going to take it further, left hand to the outside of the right foot. Maybe extend the right leg, and then maybe reach the right arm back. Just take it to where you can and keep your twist. Now still balancing, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just turn to center, hands to your hips, right knee lifted. And then open up to the right side, step the right foot back. Let's take the straddle stance on this side. Heels in, toes out, both legs straight. And again, hands behind your back, palms open, fingers wide, shoulders pulled back. Keep your elbows wide like this. Take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, come down toward halfway. And then inhale, bring it all the way back up. Exhale, keep your chest open, fold toward halfway down. Inhale, bring it all the way up. With the exhale, hinge to halfway one more time and hold. And then back and forth from here to twisting. Twist over to the right, left hand to your right ankle. And then back up to center, elbows wide. And then twist to your left, right hand to your left ankle. And bring it back up with the elbows wide. Twist over to the right again, draw yourself down. Come back to center, palms behind. And then twist over to your left side again. And lift back up to center. Now one more time, twist to the right. Take hold of the right ankle and pull your torso in tight. Bend the right knee as much as you need, but make sure your belly's touching your right thigh. Pull the right shoulder back, look up toward the ceiling, and slide the right arm all the way across your back. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring the left hand to the floor at the center of the mat. Bend into both knees and take this into a horse stance. Bring your hips down low, thighs toward parallel with the floor. And then right hand meets the left at your left side, or left hand meets the right at your left side, whichever. But interlace the fingers, keep the palms together, keep your shoulders drawn back, and keep your chest open. And let's take this side to side. Put the weight to your left foot. Right foot back and across. Belly to your left thigh, dip the right knee down to the floor. And then press into your left foot and step the right foot wide, back to horse. Again, weight to your left foot. Right foot back and across. Belly to your left thigh, bring the right knee all the way down. Press into your left foot and step the right foot wide. One more time, weight to your left foot. Right foot back and across. Belly to your left thigh, bring the right knee all the way down. Press into your left foot, step the right foot wide, back to horse. Now this time, bring the weight to the right foot, lean right. And move into a figure four. Left ankle crosses your right thigh. Curl the toes of your left foot, sink down into this stance, keep the shoulders pulled back. And then see about taking this further. Hinge from the hips. Fold as deeply as you can over that lifted shin. Keep your gaze forward, shoulders back, keep breathing here. Now with your next inhale, straighten your left leg, right leg, lift your left knee. Step it wide back to horse. And then both hands down inside the left leg. Turn to the left toward the front of the mat and lift your right heel. And both hands stay inside that left foot. Now we're taking that lizard lunge one more time. Left ankle forward, left knee at least a little bit. Curl the toes of your left foot. Roll to the outside edge and keep that knee to the side. Sink your hips down, pull your chest forward. Try to keep that right knee lifted if you can. Now if you can take it deeper, work it from the arms. Pull the elbows back, bring your chest down low inside that left leg. And then press back up to straight. Elbows back, sink your chest down low. And then lift back up. Draw the elbows in, bring your chest down low again. Lift back up. One more time. Elbows in, bring your chest down low. Hold here for just a moment. And then press back up the straight arms. Now set your left foot flat outside the left hand, right foot forward outside the right. One more time with that wide-legged forward fold. Hips high, head low, both knees bent. For the full bind, left arm wraps around your left thigh, palm behind, right hand comes around for the grip. Otherwise, reach wide, left arm in contact with the left shin. Let's go ahead and walk this. Step your left foot back, left foot forward, and then right foot forward. Now to balance, step the right foot to center, that's your base. Deep bend to the right knee, lift your left heel and look forward. With an inhale, lift your torso and bring that left knee up with you. Now you can always keep a bend in the right knee. Try to get your spine up tall, up the vertical. You can keep that left leg pulled in close, maybe extend the leg, and maybe just press the knee to the side. Take it where you can. All right, slowly, let's bring it back down. Set the foot down lightly and release to your forward fold. From that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And with the exhale, set your hands. Take your last vinyasa. All right, from your down dog, let's take this into half pigeon. Inhale the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Go ahead, set your left knee down, flatten your left foot behind you. Pull the left hip forward and keep your hips squared to the front like this. Now we're not going to be in this pose for too long. You can just settle in like this with your spine toward upright. Keep the left hip pulling forward, both hips squared. Find that stretch on the right side. And you can always melt down. You can take it toward the back bend if you like. Now, if you want to take this just a little bit further, keep your torso upright like this. And then see about lifting up onto the fingertips. Keep your hips pressing forward. And then maybe tuck the toes of your left foot. You can hover your left knee. Left hip still pulling forward, both hips sinking down. And be sure you're still kicking the right foot down into the floor. Just breathe with this. All right, now from here, from wherever you are, just bring the hands in close to that right shin. Set your palms flat. And we're going to take this to another pose. So pull your belly in, back the hips up over your left knee. And we're going to move this into a half split. So step the right foot between your hands. Now keep your belly in contact with your right thigh. Walk that right foot forward. At any point, you can press into the right heel, point the toes toward the ceiling. But pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Find that stretch on the back of the right thigh and breathe into it. Now, if you want to take it further, dig into the right heel, rotate that big toe towards center. And to take the full split, you can tuck the toes to the left foot, lift your left knee, but sink your hips down and keep your hips squared. Right hip pulling back, left hip pulling forward. Even though I know it's easier just to open out to the left side, try to find that front to back split. Now, I'm going to recommend you maintain the forward fold and come down toward the right leg. And you can always sit this upright if you like. But again, left hip forward, right hip back, just take things to where you can here. All right, if you took it into the full split, come into that half split. Come up onto your hands and back the hips up over your left knee. And then everybody, from the half split, bring it to all fours, both knees down. Now, when you're ready, tuck your toes, lift your knees, bring the hips up high, find down dog. And we'll take all that on the other side. So once you're ready, with an inhale, raise your left leg high. Exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind the left wrist, left ankle, somewhere behind the right. Go ahead, bring the right knee down, flatten your right foot behind you, pull the right hip forward and keep your hips squared. Sink your weight straight down and look for some of that stretch on the left. Now you can stay upright like this, and again, we're not going to take this too long. If you move toward the back bend, you can always melt it down. Now if you want to keep the more active variation, just keep your spine extended. See about lifting up onto the fingertips and finding a little bit more space. And then maybe you can tuck the toes, the right foot, hover the right knee. Keep the right hip pulling forward, both hips sinking down, and that left foot kicking into the floor. And just breathe with us here. All right, now from wherever you are here, set both palms down flat in front of that left shin. Pull your belly and back the hips up over the right knee. And let's take it toward the half split. Left foot between your hands, belly to your left thigh. Keep that contact and walk your left foot forward. At any point, dig into the left heel, point the toes up toward the ceiling. Left hip back, right hip forward. And this is good enough. Look for that stretch on the back of the left thigh. Breathe into it. Now, if you're going to go further, dig into the heel. Rotate that left big toe towards center. You can tuck the toes to the right foot, lift the right knee. And if you take it toward that full split, still keep the hips squared. Right hip forward, left hip back. I recommend taking this with the forward fold. You can always bring it upright, but still keep your hips squared either way. All right, again from here, if it took it toward the full split, come back to the half split. Right knee under your hips. And then from the half split, bring it down to all fours, both knees down. Now from all fours, bring your legs out from underneath you. Come all the way down to your back. And then when you're down, pull the knees into your chest and just squeeze things in tight. Now when you're ready here, just release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. We're just going to take one long round of back bending. Start the cueing out with bridge and then lead it into wheel. And if you want to hold wheel longer, you can go right into it. And you can always just stay in bridge. You don't have to take things further. But either way, feet and knees, hips with distance. Bring your heels in close so your low back starts basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down. Keep your gaze toward the ceiling. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press in your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and just hold that lift. Stay engaged. And that's good enough. Now, if you want to deepen your bridge, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers. Maybe pull the palms together. You can work your shoulders further behind your back to open up your chest even more, still with the hips pressing up. If you want to go deeper, if you're able to reach, you can hold the ankles and use that grip to lift the hips up higher and open up your chest even further. Now, if you're going to take it from bridge to wheel, keep your hips lifted, glutes engaged, but release your hands. Hands around your head, palms down, elbows high. When you're ready, press down, maybe lift the top of your head first. And then whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. So hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing. If either pose is too much on the low back, you can always lift your heels up, but hold the tension through the glutes, all through the back line, especially across the shoulder blades to help open up your chest. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring everything back down. Once you're down, pull the knees in close, squeeze everything in. And then we'll take it to happy baby. Go ahead and reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. Pull down on both sides. Now draw your knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press the feet back up in your hands at the same time and keep the tension working up and down. Now try to flatten your spine if you want to take it further. You can rock side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. With the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. And then just start to move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw things in, bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And just find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. And then bring your hands up the heart center. Now take a deep inhale. Hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. I thank you for joining class. Namaste.